Good Monday morning. It's not nearly as lovely a day as it was out yesterday, and in fact they're saying maybe really cold rain and potentially snow on Tuesday to Wednesday, but that's okay because my yard is all nice and tidy and really the cold won't really hurt stuff that's starting to grow out there. But I did want to show the next piece that I just finished this morning. And again, I'm like, it's really hard with the light in here. So this is, what did I say before? 18 by 24. And I did accretions along the edge. And I did some, I just wanted to get the drops of color from the accretions also into the background, just so that it wasn't just the solid base as opposed to everything else with the texture and designs. And I used the copper and the gold leaf, again, that's on the, I have a mess here to clean up, that's on the wax. Something that I will say is that it really is super delicate stuff, even if it's a little bit easier to handle on the wax. I was finding that when I moved it to take a picture of it, I moved it over there by some of the others, I had parts that were coming off, and I had thought that I had adhered them, that I had, I just burnished them down with my finger, both with the wax and then once I, both with the paper and then once I peel it off. But you know, I don't know whether the wax wasn't warm enough or what the deal was. I think that my sleeves, when I was working up here, my sleeves might have hit it, and so when I moved it was like, oh my god, that petal's falling off, or you know, this little line here is falling off. So I went back in and I redid them. But I think for myself, what I have to accept is that the leaf isn't typically used this way. I don't think it's typically used to make designs. It's used to add a layer of texture or light or color, and I'm actually using it for a very critical part of the design of the piece. So I'm just going to keep going back and making sure it's adhered well. Usually I like to shine up my pieces, and I have to be really careful when going around any of the embellishment, because it is pretty delicate. And so I guess the question might be with something like this is how, you know, if you want to get into the aspect of pieces being archival, pieces being collectible, you know, is this because of that? You know, if somebody's not going to be rubbing up against it, it'll be fine. But I suppose you shouldn't rub up against any artwork. And that's the sort of thing that kind of troubles me when I'm investing a lot of time and resources into pieces. But I do like the piece, and let's see if I can put it here next to the other one. And it's a nice little collection of this particular theme with the what I would call Mokosh or Moist Mother Earth or Gaia, or you know, whatever you want to call it, that creative force within nature, the giving and the receiving, you know, the transformation, the life-giving properties, etc., etc. So so I'm pleased. I was thinking whether I wanted to do more of the leaf on either side, but I rather like it as it is because I have added the elements, the spots of color on those sides. And I'm always looking at how balanced a piece is, and I like that. Let's see. Oh, one other, did I show this one yet? I finished the beadwork on this piece as well. So I need to, the color isn't showing up here as it truly is. I don't know if this would help any. Probably not. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. But so that's a little bit closer to the color. So that's the beadwork on this one, and so I need to get more frames like that one from Michaels. If I said this already, excuse me. I might have mentioned this in another video, but I didn't know whether I showed this one or not. So that's it. I have more to go on to for the beadwork. I'm probably gonna stop on the encaustic pieces for right now. I am going to be taking a class at the Visual Arts Center, a sort of refresher class with the same artist who taught it, who I've taken classes with before there for encaustics, so that I can get a refresher on some of the techniques that that I haven't used, and so therefore I've just kind of forgotten. And also I want to pick her brain about things like irons and some of the other stuff that I read about on the encaustic painting page on Facebook. So that's it for now. Bye.